In a small town nestled between rolling hills and shimmering lakes, a girl named Mia lived a quiet life filled with laughter and dreams. Mia was known for her bright smile and warm heart. She had a best friend, Jake, who shared her adventures and secrets. They spent countless days exploring the woods, riding bikes, and dreaming about the future. But one day, everything changed. Jake's family received news that they would be moving far away to a bustling city. Mia felt her heart sink when she heard the news. It was as if a dark cloud had settled over her sunny world. She tried to be brave, to put on a smile, and tell Jake it would be okay, but inside she felt lost. A thought of being without her best friend was unbearable. That last day together, they promised to stay in touch, to call and write letters. But as the days turned into weeks, Mia found herself feeling more and more distant from him. At first, Mia would eagerly check her phone, hoping for a message or a call from Jake. Sometimes, he would text her about his new school, or the strange food he tried. She would respond quickly, pouring her heart into every message. But as time passed, Jake's replies became less frequent. Mia often found herself staring at her phone, wishing for the old days when they would laugh together without a screen between them. The loneliness began to creep in. Mia missed their long talks late into the night, sharing hopes and fears. She missed the sound of Jake's laughter and how they could be silly together. Each day felt heavier than the last, and Mia struggled to shake off the sadness that enveloped her. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Mia sat on her porch with a journal in her lap. She opened it to a blank page, her heart aching to express her feelings. With a deep breath, she began to write, "Dear Jake, I miss you more than I can say. Things aren't the same without you here. I keep thinking about all the fun we had, and it makes me smile, but it also makes me sad. I wish you could come back, or that I could visit you. I want to reconnect and feel close to you again. Please write back. I need to hear from you." After finishing her letter, Mia felt a sense of relief. Writing had always been a way for her to express her feelings, and it helped ease the weight on her heart. She folded the letter carefully and decided to send it. Maybe, just maybe, it would remind Jake of their friendship and spark something. New days passed, and Mia waited anxiously for a response. She felt a mix of hope and fear. What if Jake had forgotten about her? What if he was too busy with his new life? Still, she held on to the belief that their bond was strong enough to withstand the distance. One rainy afternoon, as the sky poured down, Mia checked the mailbox for the umpteenth time. To her surprise, it contained a letter addressed in Jake's familiar handwriting. Her heart raced as she rushed inside, eager to read his words. "Dear Mia, I'm so sorry it took me a while to write back. Things have been crazy here. I miss you too, more than I can say. The city is big and bright, but it feels lonely without you. I think about our adventures all the time. I want to reconnect too. Let's set a time to video chat. I want to see your face and catch up properly." Mia's heart soared as she read his letter. She felt a spark of hope igniting within her. They could still connect, even from afar. That evening, they scheduled a video chat. Mia spent hours getting ready, wanting everything to be perfect. She cleaned her room, picked a cozy spot, and waited eagerly for the time to arrive. When the moment finally came, she clicked the link to join the call. As Jake's face appeared on the screen, a wave of joy washed over her. He looked a little different, but his smile was the same. "Hey, Mia," Jake said, his voice brightening her day. "It's so good to see you. It's great to see you too," Mia replied, her heart fluttering with excitement. They talked for hours, laughing and sharing stories about their new lives. It felt as if no time had passed since they last saw each other. As they spoke, Mia realized that their bond was still strong, even though they were apart. They discussed their dreams, their favorite memories, and their plans for the future. Jake told her about his new friends, and Mia shared her adventures in the town. They promised to keep in touch more often, to make video calls a regular thing. After the call, Mia felt a renewed sense of hope. She understood that distance didn't mean their friendship was over. They could still conquer the challenges of being apart, just like heroes in a story. In her heart, she felt like she could face 1,000 worlds, just to keep their friendship alive. Days turned into weeks, and their calls became a cherished routine. They even started playing games online together and sharing silly videos. Mia began to feel whole again, knowing that even though Jake was far away, they were still connected. One day, as Mia sat on her porch, she thought about how much she had grown since Jake moved. She realized that feeling distant didn't mean losing someone. It could be an opportunity to strengthen the bond they shared. With each conversation, they became more resilient, proving that love and friendship could withstand any distance. As the seasons changed and new adventures awaited them, Mia felt empowered. She ruled her own world, not unlike the conqueror Lyra in her favorite stories. No matter the distance, she knew she could hold on to the people she cared about. In her heart, Mia felt a strength that came from love and hope. She had learned that true connection wasn't just about being physically close. It was about understanding, supporting, and caring for one another, no matter where they were. And so, she embraced her journey, knowing that she could face anything, as long as she held on to the precious bond with her best friend. In the end, Mia ruled her own world, filled with hope and love, proving that even a single human's will could bridge the distance between them and conquer any challenges life presented. As the weeks turned into months, Mia felt a sense of comfort growing within her. She and Jake had established a routine of video calls, sharing updates about their lives and laughter through the screen. Despite the distance, their friendship felt stronger than ever. But deep down, Mia still worried about the day when Jake might get too busy with his new life and forget about her. One chilly evening, as she sat by her window, Mia gazed at the stars twinkling in the dark sky. She thought about how much she missed Jake's presence, the way he would make her laugh with his silly jokes, or how they would sit in comfortable silence, enjoying each other's company. The memories flooded back, and a wave of sadness washed over her. Feeling restless, Mia picked up her journal and began to write again. This time, her words flowed freely as she expressed her feelings about the distance that still lingered between them. Dear Jake, every time we talk, I feel happy. But I also feel a little sad. I miss you so much. I wish we could hang out like we used to. I wish I could show you my favorite places and share all my new adventures in person. I hope you're doing well and that you still think of me. Let's plan to do something special together soon. After finishing her letter, Mia folded it carefully and placed it in an envelope, ready to send it to Jake. She wanted him to know how much he meant to her and how she longed to reconnect in a way that felt more real than just a screen. The next day, Mia decided to do something bold. She remembered that Jake had mentioned wanting to explore the city during their last call. The idea sparked in her mind. What if she visited him? It was a big step, but the thought filled her with excitement. She could see the places he talked about, experience his new life, and share those moments together. After a few days of planning, Mia gathered the courage to call Jake. Her heart raced as she dialed his number. When he answered, she could hear the surprise in his voice. Mia, is everything okay? Jake asked, concern lacing his words. Yes, everything is great. I have an idea, she said, trying to keep her voice steady. What if I came to visit? You? I'd love to see the city and spend time together. There was a brief pause on the other end, and Mia held her breath, feeling a mixture of hope and anxiety. Finally, Jake's face broke into a wide smile. "That would be amazing. I'd love to show you around. When can you come?" Mia's heart soared. "How about next weekend? I can take a bus and be there by Saturday morning." "Perfect. I can't wait," Jake replied, his excitement contagious. After they hung up, Mia felt a surge of happiness. She was determined to make the visit special. She spent the week preparing, planning all the things they could do together. She wanted to create memories that would last a lifetime. Finally, the day of her trip arrived. Mia woke up early, her heart racing with excitement and nerves. She packed a small bag with clothes, snacks, and a few little gifts for Jake. As she boarded the bus, she felt a mix of emotions: hope, joy, and a hint of anxiety about how things would be between them in person. The bus ride was long, but Mia didn't mind. She gazed out the window, imagining all the adventures they would have. When she finally arrived in the city, the bright lights and busy streets overwhelmed her senses. But she knew exactly where to go. Jake was waiting for her dot as she stepped off the bus. She spotted him standing by the entrance, looking around. When their eyes met, his face lit up with a smile that made her heart flutter. He rushed over, and they embraced tightly, feeling the warmth of each other's presence. "Can't believe." After Mia's visit to the city, she returned home with a heart full of joy and a mind buzzing with memories. The laughter she shared with Jake echoed in her thoughts, and she found herself smiling at random moments throughout the day. But as the weeks passed, the distance between them began to weigh heavily on her once again. Despite their heartfelt conversations and the fun they had during her visit, life had a way of pulling them back into their separate worlds. Mia noticed Jake was busy with school, new friends, and his life in the city. Their video calls became less frequent, and she often found herself staring at her phone, hoping for a message from him. One evening, as Mia sat on her bed, she felt a wave of sadness wash over her. She missed Jake more than ever. The connection they had felt so strong during her visit, but now it seemed to fade like a distant star. She picked up her journal and began to write, "Dear Jake, I hope you're doing well. I miss our talks and the fun we had. Sometimes I feel like we're drifting apart again. I want to stay close to you, but I don't know how. I wish there was something more I could do to keep our friendship alive. Please let me know how you're doing when you can." After sealing the letter in an envelope, Mia felt a bit of relief. Writing always helped her process her feelings. She decided to send the letter, hoping it would remind Jake of their strong bond. Days passed, and Mia anxiously awaited Jake's response. Each day felt long without hearing from him. She often thought about their time together in the city, the way they explored the park, the hot chocolate they shared, and the stories they told. It filled her with both warmth and loneliness. Finally, one afternoon, while Mia was doing her homework, her phone buzzed. She quickly grabbed it, her heart racing. It was a message from Jake. "Hey, Mia. I'm so sorry I haven't been in touch. Things have been hectic here, but I miss you a lot. I loved our time together. Let's plan another video call this weekend. I'd love to catch up." Mia felt a rush of happiness. She quickly replied, suggesting a time for their call. The excitement of reconnecting lifted her spirits, and she spent the week looking forward to it. When the day of their call arrived, Mia made sure to set up a cozy spot in her room. She wanted everything to be perfect. As the time approached, she felt butterflies in her stomach. When they finally connected, Jake's face appeared on the screen, and her heart soared. "Hey, Mia. It's so good to see you," Jake said, his smile brightening the screen. "It's great to see you too," she replied, feeling the warmth of their friendship wash over her. They started talking about everything school, new friends, and how much they missed each other. Mia shared stories about her daily life, and Jake opened up about his new experiences in the city. The conversation flowed easily, just like old times. After some light-hearted banter, Mia decided to broach the topic that had been weighing on her heart. Jake, I know life is busy for both of us, but sometimes I feel like we're drifting apart again. I really want to stay connected. Jake's expression turned serious, and he nodded. I get it, Mia. I've been feeling the same way. It's so easy to lose touch when we're not in the same place. But I don't want to lose our friendship. You mean too much to me. Mia felt a surge of hope. Do you think we could plan more regular calls, or even do something fun together online? It would help me feel closer to you. Jake smiled, his eyes sparkling. That's a great idea. We could play games online, watch movies together, or even start a book club. I want to make sure we stay connected, no matter how far apart we are. Mia's heart swelled with happiness. I'd love that. Let's pick a day each week for our calls and plan some fun activities. It'll give us something to look forward to. They spent the rest of the call brainstorming ideas for their new routine. They decided to set aside Friday evenings for their special time together. Mia felt a renewed sense of excitement, knowing they would actively work to keep their friendship alive. As the weeks rolled on, Mia and Jake stuck to their plan. Every Friday, they would connect, sharing their lives and participating in different activities. They played online games, watched movies simultaneously, and even started reading the same book. Each call filled her heart with joy and brought them closer together, bridging the gap that distance had created. One Friday night, after finishing a particularly thrilling game, Mia looked at Jake, her eyes shining. I'm so glad we made this happen. I feel like I have you back in my life, and it makes everything so much better. Me too, Mia. You have no idea how much these calls mean to me, Jake replied, his expression earnest. You've always been my best friend, and I don't want to lose that. Mia felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. She realized that their friendship was not defined by the distance between them. It was defined by the effort they both put in to stay connected. They had built something beautiful despite the challenges, proving that love and friendship could conquer anything. As the months passed, Mia felt herself growing stronger. She learned that it was okay to feel sad sometimes, but it was even more important to reach out and communicate. She understood that true strength came from vulnerability and the willingness to fight for what mattered. One night, while reflecting on her journey, Mia picked up her journal again. She wrote, Dear Jake, thank you for being such an incredible friend. I've learned so much about staying connected and fighting for our friendship. I feel like we can conquer anything together. You make me feel strong and hopeful, no matter how far apart we are. I can truly say I rule my world because I have you in it. As she closed her journal, Mia felt a sense of peace. She knew their friendship would continue to thrive, no matter what life threw at them. They ruled their own worlds, filled with laughter, love, and the unbreakable bond of two friends who refused to let distance define their connection. And in doing so, they proved that even one human's will could create a universe of hope and resilience. As the seasons changed, Mia found herself in a new rhythm. The Friday calls with Jake had become a cherished part of her life. Each week, they explored new activities together, making their friendship feel vibrant and alive despite the distance. But as winter approached, Mia began to feel a sense of unease creeping in. The shorter days and colder nights brought a chill to her heart, and she often found herself thinking about how fragile their connection felt. One evening, as snowflakes gently fell outside her window, Mia sat at her desk, staring at her laptop. She had been excited about their upcoming call, but a wave of sadness washed over her. Even though they had made great efforts to stay connected, there were moments when she felt like their conversations were just skimming the surface. She missed the depth of their friendship, the late-night talks where they shared their dreams and fears. Feeling restless, she picked up her journal. Writing had always been a way for her to sort through her feelings. She began to write a letter to Jake. Dear Jake, I've been thinking a lot lately. I love our Friday calls and the fun we have, but sometimes I feel like we're not as close as we used to be. I miss talking about everything, the deep stuff, not just the surface things. I want to reconnect in a way that brings us back to those moments when we could share anything without hesitation. I hope you're okay and that we can find a way to be closer again. Let me know what you think. After sealing the letter, Mia felt a sense of relief. She hoped that this would open the door to deeper conversations. She carefully placed it in her backpack, planning to read it to Jake during their call. When Friday night arrived, Mia was both nervous and excited. She set up her laptop and made her cozy spot on her bed, surrounded by blankets and pillows. As the call began, Jake's face appeared on the screen, and her heart lifted at the sight of him. Hey, Mia, you look great, he said, his smile brightening her day. Thanks. You too, she replied, trying to hide her nervousness. They started with their usual banter, talking about their weeks and sharing funny stories. But as they chatted, Mia felt the weight of her letter in her backpack. She knew she needed to bring it up. Jake, she said, taking a deep breath, there's something I want to talk about. Jake's expression shifted to one of curiosity. Sure, what's on your mind? Mia hesitated for a moment, but she knew she had to be honest. I've been feeling a little distant lately. I love our calls, but sometimes I feel like we're not really connecting on a deeper level. I miss those long conversations we used to have. Jake nodded, his eyes thoughtful. I get that. I've been feeling it too. Life here has been busy, and I think I've been focusing too much on the surface stuff. I miss talking about our dreams and fears too. Mia felt a surge of hope. I wrote you a letter about it. I thought maybe we could find ways to reconnect more deeply. Jake's eyes lit up with interest. I'd love to hear it. Mia pulled the letter from her bag and began to read. As she spoke, she felt her heart open up, sharing her feelings in a way that felt both scary and freeing. She talked about her fears of losing their connection and how much she valued their friendship. When she finished, Jake smiled warmly. Thank you for sharing that, Mia. It means a lot to me. I want us to be able to talk about anything, just like we used to. Let's make a plan to dive deeper in our conversations. Mia felt a wave of relief wash over. As winter settled in, Mia felt a warmth in her heart that had been missing for a while. Her friendship with Jake was stronger than ever. They had found a way to connect deeply, sharing their dreams and fears each week. But with the new year approaching, Mia began to feel anxious again. She wanted to make sure their bond remained strong, especially as life continued to change. One cold afternoon, while sipping hot cocoa and staring out at the snow-covered landscape, Mia's thoughts drifted to Jake. She remembered how much he had inspired her to pursue her dream of writing. But lately, she had been feeling stuck. The blank pages of her journal seemed to mock her, and she feared that without Jake's support, she might lose her motivation. Determined to break through her creative block, Mia decided to reach out to Jake in a different way. Instead of waiting for their next call, she would send him a message to share her thoughts and feelings. She grabbed her phone and started typing. Hey, Jake. I've been thinking about how much your support has meant to me. I'm feeling a bit stuck with my writing lately. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how to get inspired again. Maybe we can even brainstorm some ideas together. After sending the message, Mia felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She hoped Jake would respond soon, as she desperately wanted to reconnect over something meaningful. The next morning, Mia woke up to a message from Jake. Hey, Mia. I'd love to help you brainstorm. Let's have an extra call this week, too. Talk about your writing. I know you have amazing stories in you, and I can't wait to hear them. Mia felt a rush of happiness. Thank you. That means a lot to me. How about Thursday evening? Perfect. I'll be ready, Jake replied, as Thursday approached. Mia spent her days thinking about what she wanted to write. She jotted down ideas in her journal, trying to find inspiration. The thought of sharing her stories with Jake excited her. She wanted to show him that his belief in her was not misplaced. When Thursday evening arrived, Mia set up her laptop in her cozy spot. She felt a mix of nerves and anticipation. As the call began, Jake's face appeared on the screen, and her heart filled with joy. "Hey, Mia, I'm so excited to help you out tonight," he said, his enthusiasm infectious. "Thanks, Jake. I've been thinking about a story idea, but I'm not sure how to develop it," Mia admitted. "What's your idea?" Jake asked. Leaning in with interest, Mia took a deep breath and began to explain her concept. A story about a girl who discovers a hidden world filled with magic and adventure. As she spoke, she felt her passion rising. Jake listened intently, asking questions and offering suggestions. The more they talked, the more alive her ideas became. "This sounds amazing, Mia. I can see it coming to life," Jake encouraged, his eyes sparkling with excitement. What if the girl had a special power that connected her to nature? It could be a big part of her journey. Mia's heart raced at the idea. That's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. It could make her quest even more meaningful. They spent the next hour brainstorming, bouncing ideas back and forth. Mia felt a rush of creativity flowing through her. With each suggestion from Jake, she became more excited about her story. It felt like they were building something together, and that made her heart soar. As the call went on, Mia realized how much she missed this kind of connection. They were not just friends sharing surface-level conversations. They were partners in creativity. This was what she had been longing for, a way to connect deeply again. "Thank you so much, Jake. I feel inspired again," Mia said, her voice filled with gratitude. "I don't think I could have done this without you. I'm glad I could help. You have so much talent, and I can't wait to see where this story takes you," Jake replied, smiling warmly. After the call, Mia felt a renewed sense of purpose. She spent the weekend writing, pouring her heart into her story. The words flowed freely, and she felt a sense of joy she hadn't felt in a long time. Jake's support had reignited her passion, and she was determined to finish what she started. As the weeks passed, Mia continued to write, sharing snippets of her story with Jake during their regular calls. They would discuss her progress, and he would offer feedback and encouragement, making her feel like a true writer. Each conversation deepened their friendship, and Mia felt grateful for Jake's unwavering belief in her. One evening, as they were wrapping up a call, Mia decided it was time to express her feelings more openly. "Jake, I want to thank you for always being there for me. You've helped me find my voice again, and I really appreciate it." Jake smiled, his eyes shining with sincerity. "You don't have to thank me, Mia. I believe in you, and I'm proud of what you're doing. You've always had the strength to create amazing stories. You just needed to believe in yourself." Mia felt a warmth spread through her. "You're right. I really needed that push. It's amazing how much we can achieve when we support each other." Jake nodded. "Exactly. We're stronger together. No matter how far apart we are, we can always lift each other up." As they talked about their dreams and aspirations, Mia felt a sense of empowerment wash over her. She realized that their friendship was a powerful force, capable of overcoming any obstacles. They were two individuals who believed in each other's potential, and that made them unstoppable. With every passing week, Mia continued to work on her story, inspired by the connection she shared with Jake. she felt more confident than ever, ready to take on new challenges. The distance that once felt daunting now seemed insignificant in the face of their unwavering support for one another. One day, as she finished the final chapter of her story, Mia sat back and smiled. She had done it. With Jake's encouragement, she had completed something she had once thought was impossible. She felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. That evening, she called Jake to share the news. "Jake, I finished my story." "What? That's amazing," he replied, his excitement contagious. "I can't wait to read it." Mia felt her heart swell with joy. "Thank you for believing in me every step of the way. I couldn't have done this without you." As they celebrated her achievement, Mia realized that their friendship had transformed into something truly special. They had conquered the distance together, proving that support, love, and hope could create a bond that was unbreakable. In that moment, Mia understood that they ruled their own worlds, filled with creativity and dreams. No distance could ever change that. They had proven that even in a vast universe, the strength of one human's will, combined with the support of a friend, could create something beautiful. And together, they would continue to inspire each other, no matter where life took them. As spring approached, Mia felt a renewed sense of energy. The snow had melted, and flowers began to bloom, filling the world with color and life. She had finished her story, and the excitement of sharing it with others filled her heart with joy. But amid all this happiness, she couldn't shake the feeling that she wanted to do more with her creativity. She wanted to share her journey with Jake in a way that made them both feel connected, even more than before. One sunny afternoon, while sitting in her backyard, Mia thought about how much she valued her friendship with Jake. They had shared so much over the past few months, from deep conversations to creative brainstorming. Yet she felt a lingering sense of distance. Despite their calls and messages, she wanted to do something tangible to celebrate their friendship and their journey. An idea began to form in her mind. What if she created something special for Jake? She could write a short story based on their friendship, something that captured the essence of their bond and all they had overcome together. It would be a gift that showed him how much he meant to her. With determination, Mia grabbed her journal and began to outline the story. She envisioned a tale about two friends who journeyed through a magical world, facing challenges together and supporting each other along the way. Each challenge would symbolize a part of their friendship, the distance, the fears, and the triumphs they had experienced. As she wrote, inspiration flowed through her. With every word, she felt the connection between them grow stronger. She poured her heart into the story, weaving in their favorite memories and inside jokes. The characters would reflect their personalities, and the challenges they faced would mirror the struggles they had overcome. After a couple of weeks, Mia completed the story. She felt proud of what she had created, a beautiful piece that captured the essence of their friendship. Now, she needed to find a way to share it with Jake. Mia decided to make the reveal special. She planned a surprise video call for their next Friday meeting. She wanted to read the story to him, as she hoped it would show him just how much their friendship meant to her. On the day of the call, Mia set everything up perfectly. She lit some candles in her room and made sure her favorite blanket was draped over her chair. She felt a mix of excitement and nerves as the time approached. What if Jake didn't feel the same way? What if he didn't understand the depth of her feelings? When the call finally began, Jake's face appeared on the screen and her heart raced. "Hey, Mia, you look great," he exclaimed, his smile brightening her day. "Thanks. I'm really excited for our call tonight," she replied, trying to hide her nervousness. "Me too. What's on your mind?" Jake asked, leaning forward.